Hey 8th graders, today's lesson is 2.1 and 2.2 light waves. Okay, we're going to be starting into chapter 2 and kind of looking a little bit about what is light composed of. Okay, so there's different types of light that we can look at, and what we're used to seeing is visible light. You guys are going to learn a little bit about different light sources and what types of light that they have. So your learning targets for today, I can determine whether or not all light is the same. Okay. You should have added to your OneNote today 2 vocab words. Emit means to give off, and a light source is an object that emits light. So obviously, like the sun is a light source, okay, and it gives off or emits light, okay. And then key concept number 5: there are different types of light that can cause a change in material in different ways. So we might see some things that cause a change and some types of light that don't cause a change. Okay, for your warm-up today, you guys should have opened up this sorting tool, which looks a little bit like this. Okay, and you guys have 2 columns. One can cause skin cancer and one cannot cause skin cancer. In our last lesson in 1.4, you guys really focused on that whole concept of skin cancer and how it damages our skin anyway. So you guys are going to go ahead and take a guess and say, all right, of these light sources here, which ones can cause skin cancer and which one can't. And then we're going to learn a little bit about some of those light sources today. Okay, once you guys are done with your sorting tool, you're going to screenshot it and put a picture of what your final sorting tool looked like here. Okay, moving on to activity 3 is a little hands-on activity. So if you guys need a second to pause and do your warm-up, go ahead and do that now, and then come on back and we'll do activity 3. All right, so if you guys remember from our last lesson, we kind of started out looking at 3 claims, and those 3 claims was that Australia gets a lot of sunlight, okay? Claim 2, there is something different about the sunlight in Australia, so they get maybe different sunlight than we do. Or claim 3, more people in Australia have skin that is easily damaged by light from the sun. Okay, we kind of already talked about claim 1 and said, you know, we looked at those world maps, we looked at the correlation and to see if there was any between the rates of skin cancer. And we saw that places like Brazil got just about the same amount of sun as Australia, but they actually had lower skin cancer rate than Australia. So we were able to kind of look at Australia's skin cancer rate and say, you know, claim 1's probably not correct because yes, Australia gets a lot of sunlight, but no different than any other country in that same part of the hemisphere. So why do they have higher skin cancer rates, but the countries around them don't? Okay, so we're going to really be focusing in a little bit more on claim 2 and claim 3 today and really for the rest of this unit. Okay, so for your hands-on activity today, we're going to look at types of light. Okay, so the effects of different light sources. Shine flashlights A and B on each material to help you answer the investigative question, is all light the same? So if we're looking, we're really talking about there's something different about the sunlight in Australia. So we're going to say, all right, is it sunlight? Is it the same? Okay, so let's take a look at that. Okay, you guys have 3 objects that you're going to be shining these 2 flashlights on. Again, one is just the regular flashlight that you guys used in 1.2, and the other one is a little UV flashlight, so it's that one that kind of has the bluish light. Okay, so for those of you guys working at home, each of these little things are a link here. So if I right-click the word paper and open that link up, it's going to take me into this little video here. This is the little flashlight B that we're talking about, and then the normal one from last week was flashlight A. So you guys will see the demonstration for the paper. Okay, and then your little glow-in-the-dark stars, and then I have some UV colored beads. So they only change color in certain light. Okay, so you guys will watch. You'll take observations for flashlight A, flashlight B, and then were the effects the same or different. So you're going to identify whether they were the same or different. You're going to do the same for the stars and for the beads. Okay, then you guys will answer this question. Based on your observation, is the light emitted from flashlight A the same as the light emitted from flashlight B? How can you tell? Okay, take a second, pause if you guys need to, and when you guys come back, you guys will watch activity 4 watch. Okay, so this is activity 4. You guys need to right-click this link, open it up, and watch the sun paper demo. It's very similar to what you guys just saw in the lab. The video looks a little bit something like this. Okay, so again, take a second, pause this video, and go watch the sun paper demo video. Okay, moving on to the sim. You guys have a sim, and we're kind of looking at this claim that old Jonathan made. So Jonathan claims that light is always the same, even when it is emitted by different light sources, like the sun and a light bulb. So you guys are obviously going to be testing this out in the sim. So you guys will need to open your sim link, which again, you guys know to look like this. Okay, And again, you're testing the claim that all light is the same. So get evidence for or against Jonathan's claim. Open the sim, set the sun as the light source and turn it on. So my sun's my light source, I'm turning it on. Okay, drag one of the following materials to a platform in the testing area and observe any changes. So test the plant, test the solar panel, test the melanin, and test the genetic material. Keeping your chosen material in the testing arrow, change the light source to light bulb and observe any changes. So remember, to observe changes, you guys click the little inspect once your light source hits your sample, okay? So choose one of those four, test it under the light, and then test it under the light bulb. And then you're gonna go ahead and repeat steps 2 through 4 with more materials. Okay, decide whether your observations support or refute Jonathan's claim, then upload some examples of your evidence below. So you guys need to upload 2 screenshots that either support Jonathan's claim or refute or go against Jonathan's claim. So 2 different points in the sim, you guys will need to take screenshots and upload them on 10 and 11. Okay, then on 12, you're gonna say, all right, do you agree or disagree with Jonathan's claim? So you guys will either circle, I agree or disagree with the claim that light is always the same, even when it is emitted by different light sources, like the sun and a light bulb. Okay, describe your evidence, so tell me what you saw there. And then finally, we're gonna do a review and revise. So pause if you guys need to finish the sim, and then we'll go ahead and move on to activity 5. So in lesson 1.2, you guys did a little anticipation guide. If you need to go back and review lesson 1.2, it was slides 17, 18, and 19. You guys had 4 statements and you chose whether you agreed or disagreed. We're gonna focus in on statement 2. All light is the same, whether it comes from the sun, a light bulb, or anywhere else. Okay, so you guys will either circle agree, or disagree, or not sure. At this point, you guys should have a little bit more of an idea, but let's test this out in the sim, okay? From your activities today, which pieces of evidence support your ideas about the statement you guys just made? And then go into your sim, and again, you're gonna use the sun as the light source. You're gonna turn it on, tap the beam of light. So if I click on the beam of light, it's gonna tell me all the different types of light waves that are part of the sunlight, okay? You guys will do that same thing to the light bulb. And then you guys will answer these 2 questions. What is the type of light that the sun emits? So circle all that apply. What do we see in sunlight? And then for the next one, what do we see, it says, what is the type of light that the sun emits but a light bulb does not? So compare those 2 screenshot if you guys need them to be able to compare them. But what is one that the sun emits but a light bulb does not? So you're only gonna circle the ones that are specific to the sun, not a light bulb. Okay, this one, which ones do they both emit? Okay, so what do they have in common? And then finally, does every light source emit only one type of light? Once you guys finish up that activity, go ahead, do your wrap up, and then make sure it saves. Go ahead and hand it in, and I hope you guys are having a great day. Bye.